when talking to them, sending them mail, and also sending them note. And we are very thankful to all of you that the ecosystem, the work of the ecosystem has been fructified, and now we have to take it forward as soon as possible because the window is very small. Welcoming you all. And from my end, there are a couple of like these small queries. Although we could understand many things, but there are some queries from our members and also from us. That one of is this: what is the this universe of MLI? So in it is written as NBFC, MFI, and MFI. So we'll be looking forward to understand a lot of things from NCGTC. And Mr. Naresh Kumar, CEO NCGTC, is here to help us to take us through those things and be addressing our queries. With this welcome word, I would like to invite Mr. Mamin for his foreword, and then there will be a presentation from NCGTC, and there will be a question answer session. Mr. Mamin.
Yeah, thank you, Sabal, and good morning to all. Especially my welcome to each one of you and Mr. Naresh from NCGTC, and my board members are also there. So good morning and welcome each one of you for this today's webinar on the new scheme announced by the credit guarantee scheme. First of all, my compliments to each one of you for getting this scheme approved and announced by the government. We had been working on this for last almost 1 year, and we have been meeting the various functionaries of the government to get this approved. Finally, we are able to get it done. But then it's, as Saibal said, the window is very, very short. It's only hardly 3 months period, and that too a period when it's a year end and everyone will be busy with the year end closing of the year, then auditing of their balance sheet. Those kind of things are, a lot of things will be happening during this period. During this period, we also should ensure that the whatever benefit available under the scheme is fully made use of. So we have to work very quickly, and we have to ensure that the entire benefit is made use of. Uh, I am especially requesting to the smaller and mid-segment ones, because for them this should be it should be very useful. Larger ones, I know they also will be benefited, but otherwise also they have some other means of getting funding support from the banking system, or they can even go to the market directly. But for the smaller ones, this is a very good opportunity. So make use of it fully and ensure that we do whatever is required to be done within this period and get the benefit from the scheme. We have requested the government, and government has accepted that to keep some portion for the small and medium segment ones. So around 15% of the total outlay, that is around 3,000 crore, is exclusively kept for the smaller and mid segment ones. But I'm also requesting the NCGTs to encourage the banks, the MLIs, to give more focus to the smaller and mid segment ones, because their needs are much more important at the current time. So with this, I stop here, and I once again welcome each one of you for this webinar, and compliments to each one of you, and thanks to NCGTC and Mr. Naresh. Naresh is my old friend, so I'm sure he will be able to help us out, and he'll be able to get us through this presentation in a much much clearer manner, so that we are at the end of the day we will be able to we are all in much more clearer position and make use of this scheme. Thank you, Naresh ji, and once again welcome to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gigi sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mamin. So over to you, Mr. Naresh.
Yeah, good morning to all. So the scheme already we have issued to all our stakeholders. And so with me, my colleagues Subhasrin and Ashit ji are also there. So I'm so requesting to Subhasrin to have presentation, please. So brief presentation. After presentation, we can take the questions. Yeah, yes, Subhasrin.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We'll start with the presentation. So in this scheme, it has already gone live on 20th March, that is on last Friday, and it is valid up till 30th June. And that is it is valid for almost a quarter, and it is either there are two conditions to this: either if the time period or 20,000 crore guarantees are issued, whichever comes first. For this scheme, the MLI registration will have to be done again. That is, the banks have to register with NCGTC with the help of the board resolution, the undertaking, and the SPOC form. That is a single point of contact form. These things are already uploaded on the website where it can be accessed, downloaded, and also prepared and sent to us. The board resolution only needs to contain the name of the MLI and the authorized signatory who will be operating the scheme. The maximum tenure of the loan that can be extended under the scheme would be 3 years, which includes 1 year of moratorium period. And the disbursement that has to be done after the sanction should be within 3 months. It can be done in tranches, maybe 1, 2, or 3 tranches, but it should be completed within 3 months to the NBFC MFIs or the MFIs. Under the scheme also there will be quarterly reporting of details of loan assets created, and there will be periodic bureau report submission whenever there is a tranche disbursement that is done, incremental lending that is done. Guarantee fee of 0.5% per annum has been introduced this time, which will be applicable on the sanction amount in the first year and then subsequently on the outstanding amount from the next continuity. So first we'll be doing the new sanction process, and next year onwards, file has to be uploaded for doing the continuity and the extension, continuation under the scheme. There will be a lock-in period of 1 year for lodgement of claims. That is after date of issue of guarantee or last date of disbursement, whichever is later. From that date, 1 year will be the period when claims cannot be lodged, and one claim per year can be settled. After that, the subsequent claim has to be lodged the next year. Then interest rate capping that is there under the scheme is therefore for lending to NBFC MFI or MFIs, it will be at EBLR or 1 year MCLR, and a spread of 2% per annum can be taken over and above this. It should not exceed this. We'll be having the validation to check that. Then there'll be the statutory auditor certificate should be also submitted within 6 months of disbursement. It has to be collected from the NBFC MFI and maintain, like the bank has to maintain records of this. And also you have to certify in the management certificate that all the scheme guidelines have been complied with, and whatever things have to be followed have been done correctly.
Is this, can I ask a question? Hello.
Yes, yes, sir.
Is this strictly for MFI, NBFC, MFI, or even an NBFC which is lending to the MFI segment?
No, NBFCs are not covered under this. Only NBFC MFIs or NFIs can participate.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Just a question I had as well.
No, sir.
If you could go to the previous slide.
Sir, 1 minute.
You know,
Okay, let her finish the presentation, then we can take the question, please, sir. So one by one, we'll take the. Let her present. Yeah, complete the presentation. Yeah, please. Yeah, next.
The NPA reporting has to be done annually. That is during the continuity, like whatever file has to be uploaded. In that, the NPA reporting can be done. If any accounts have turned NPA, that has to be reported through that file. All these files will be made available to you on the portal, and whatever assistance is required, that will be provided by us. You can reach out to us. Then there is a classification of NBFC MFIs and MFIs which was not there earlier, which has been done this time. It is as per the size and the assets under management. The small size will be less than 500 crore. And in this, 20% of AUM has to be given, like up to maximum 100 crore can be given. And total sanction of 5% must be given under this to small size NBFC MFIs or MFIs. So as per that, also the guarantee coverage is defined. 80% will be given to small size MFIs. That will be the guarantee coverage for this particular section. Then there is a medium size and the large size. Medium size is 500 crore to less than 2000 crore. In that, up to maximum of 200 crore can be given to in individual NBFC, MFI or MFI. In that also, 10% has to be like allocated to this segment, and 75% of guarantee coverage will be available on this. Then large sizes, 2000 crore and more. In that, 300 crore can be given, that is maximum, and 85% that maximum can be given to them because 15% is earmarked already for small and medium size. And then the coverage for this would be 70%. So that is what the presentation was about. These are the highlights of the
Yeah,
scheme.
now we can discuss. Yeah, please. Yes. So one by one. Yeah, please.
Yeah, hi. So this is Gaurav Arya from IDFC Bank.
Yes, sir.
If you could just go to the previous slide, just a couple of questions on the previous slide that you had. Is there's a requirement for statutory auditor certificate within 6 months of disbursement and management certificate. So does this need to be done for each tranche of disbursement, or can it, the management certificate can be given on a consolidated basis, on a semi-annual basis?
Yes. This will not be on the basis of the e-treasure. It can be post that June, 30 June.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so just a couple of more questions. One is the maximum tenor of the loan, 3 years, including 1 year moratorium. But, the tenors that we provide to the underlying MFI can, be without moratorium or for 2.5 years as well, right? This is only a maximum criteria. It's not.
Minimum.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yes.
Okay. And there is a separate line in the guideline, which is not there on the slide, which is a separate account is open for credit facility extended to the eligible small borrowers under the scheme.
That will continue.
So,
will continue. Yes.
and small borrowers are, defined as the underlying borrowers to which, the MFI lends.
As per RBI definition, sir.
So for each loan that we give to an MFI, they will, in turn give loans to hundreds of underlying, small borrowers. A separate account for each of those small borrowers needs to be open for each credit facility sanctioned. Is that what the requirement is?
Yes.
New account or existing account would suffice, sir, on that point.
Is it new bank account or loan account?
New loan account.
Actually, Gaurav's answer is that.
Sir, this is loan account.
We need to open another account for the same.
No, sir, my request is that if we read the scheme very carefully, it is very clearly mentioned there. So I am requesting to stakeholders, please raise the questions, valid question, please.
Mr. Sundarajan wants to ask something. Mr. Sundarajan? He has raised his hand. You are on mute. If you want to ask anything, Mr. Sundarajan, you are on mute. Okay. So anybody else?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Hi, sir. This is Arvind from Kotak Mahindra Bank. So there is clause that there is a lock-in period of 1 year. In case the account get NPA, still there is a 1 year lock-in, or the claim can be raised earlier than that?
So there is a lock-in period, lock-in period of 1 year from the date of issuance of guarantee or last date of disbursement. Suppose it is in tranches, the last date of disbursement of the tranche that we take and the issuance of guarantee, whichever is later, 1 year post that, you can invoke the guarantee cover. Basically, the reason is that you have to go for this legal action, recall notice and everything. So proper time should be given for recovery from your end. You got the point.
No, I understood that. But in case the customer get delinquent, say after 3 months, 4 months, or is a new starter account, still I have to wait for a 1 year lock-in period. Thereafter only I can raise the request, right?
Yes.
Okay. One more point which was not very clearly understood by me in terms of the separate loan account number. So in this scheme, the fresh loan account number has to be created, not the bank account.
Yes, suppose a bank is lending to NBFC MFI. Now the NBFC MFI are lending further to small borrowers. So fresh loans they will
Yes.
be created, whether for existing customer or new customer. Fresh loan will be created. Now, so every
Yes.
loan will be a new account. So that's what is being expected here. Yeah.
Okay, understood.
Sir,
Okay.
I am
Sir.
Sundar Rajan. I am sorry, earlier I not muted.
It is clear.
My question is whether there is any requirement of credit
Hello.
rating for the small MFI requirement by the bank, like the WB minus, like that anything. If it, yeah. Regarding the credit rating, it should be WB minus. If they say triple B minus, triple B and all means small MFI will not be able to get at the present juncture. Number two, the eligible amount instead of 20%, why not it can be at 50% of the AUM or net worth. These are the two requirements for the small MFI if the small MFI is able to avail this facility. Otherwise, the scheme, the small MFI will not be able to get any benefit. This is my request.
Notice, sir.
Yeah, I can. To start with, the second question is for small size MFI, NBFC MFI, it is 20% of AUM, now maximum 100 crores. So this has already been notified. So right now it cannot be changed. So currently it is because they are already at discussion with the stakeholders and now they have come out with the guidelines, the ministry. So this is what it is currently. So 20% maximum up to 100 crores. So one part is that, and the first question that you asked about the rating. See, this is all up to the banks, the MLI, what they will consider, because the approval is approved as per the board approved policy of the banks.
Hello, we cannot hear anything. Sorry.
Hello.
We cannot hear anything at all.
No, I am getting audio very clear. No problem with the audio from.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also getting it very clearly.
Shivalda, hello. Shivalda.
Yes, please.
Calling from Sarvedium.
Yes, please.
Actually, we have a question with some doubt. We are now having 80 crores own books, right?
Okay.
So how from individual lenders, how much amount we can apply for individual lenders? Maximum that means 16 crores each lenders, or total 16 crores for all lenders?
No, 100 crores.
20% matlab, as per literary, it is 26. 80 means 16 crore.
From all the lenders.
16 crores from all lenders.
Yeah, that
No, it has to be clarified, sir. Actually,
to be clarified.
From each MLI, you can't exceed more than 20% or 30%, whatever is mentioned there.
Each MLI.
No, I think it may be total guarantee amount, which will be 20%.
Okay.
So if Nareshji if your team can clarify it.
Yeah, so for particular, suppose small size segment, now it is 20% of AUM, maximum up to 100 crores. So for individual NBFC MFI, suppose NBFC MFI is there, so maximum it can go up to 100 crores. Suppose some MLI is given up to 50 crores, then available balance will be maximum up to another 50 crore for other MLI. So there will be a PAN validation for that. So basically the amount maximum will be 100 crores for individual MFI in case of small size. Similarly for medium it is 200 and for large it is 200.
Sorry sir, the question is whether it is guaranteed
lender
loans from different banks taken together, or a single bank can give up to this limit.
Right.
It is the amount together.
I think that the circular, if you read, Nareshji, the circular, it doesn't say that it is a total. It is my understanding is, my interpretation of that circular is that from each MLI, they should not exceed more than 100 crore or 200 crore or 300 crore. That is what my understanding.
Right.
Have a look at that and please.
I think it should be from individual MLI. It shouldn't be in toto.
If it is toto, means it will not be possible to exhaust his money at all.
Absolutely.
Because how many MLIs will have to? I mean, how many MFI has to then borrow the money? So kindly have a look at that, and I think it reads like that only. It doesn't say about the total. It talks each MLI. It should not exceed more than this amount.
Okay.
That is number one.
Another
Number
is
two,
the
about that
20% of the
Sundararajan.
cap. 20% of the AUM. AUM includes is the BC portfolio and own portfolio. Which will be
AUM
considered?
includes everything.
And sir, AUM on which date we have to see?
Hello, sir.
Whether AUM on which date? On 20th March or on the date of lending or
At the time of applying. At the time of applying.
Okay.
And sir, in microfinance sector,
Your Sabatiyam, if you are mute.
You have to unmute.
Now,
You are mute.
I just wanted to
You have to
clarify that
unmute.
Sundarajan's point. Sundarajan was telling that the lending agencies, lending institutions have put a minimum rating and all. I mean, this is absolutely fine. It is between the lender and the MFI what should be the lending norms. But my request to the lenders are that norms were applicable when you are not having any such comforts. Now there is a comfort, a sovereign guarantee comfort is there. You also need to bring down your because your recovery, your repayment is mostly assured from this guarantee fund. So to that extent, you need to relax your norms also, because whatever norms you have fixed is for the time at a time when there was no such comfort available. Now there is a government guarantee is available, sovereign guarantee. Please allow relaxed norms for the MFIs to work. Yes,
sir.
Yes.
So,
It's a very good suggestion, sir. It is very valid suggestion. It should be taken into account, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, from Servitium, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, we are managing as a microfinance sector. We are managing the two types of portfolios: own books and BC books. 20% of the cap is including own books and excluding own books. It's a BC books.
क्या क्वेश्चन है?
Consider the BC books also, the 20% of the cap of a year.
It's a on book. It should be the on book.
On book.
But it is written as AUM.
And another question
it
is
mentioned that AUM.
Standard AUM. So as per my interpretation, can I say something? Actually, as
yes.
by understanding, so total AUM out of AUM 20% will be capped. So individual RE or bank can given 20% or 5 for bank, including they can given 20%. So not in circular not clear that one RE or one bank or multiple bank. So as per the comfortable RE. So if one RE given 20% in the case of Servitium, 16%, 16 crore given by the SBI, say. So no other bank will entitled to give any money. As per my concern.
Modak sir, if you do that way, your money cannot be exhausted in these 3 months. You just imagine how many sanctions has to happen during this 3 months period to achieve that 20,000. It is not so. It is not so. That it is very clearly said that MLIs, it's a MLIs cap. MLIs cap of 20% or 200 crore, whatever it is, 100 crore, whatever it is. It should not be or AU, whatever is the norm according to that. Otherwise, this money will not be exhausted. It will go underutilized.
Nareshji, one thing, Nareshji, if we can
please,
get this clarification from you. The
Now, what is the
first
question,
one is that what do we mean by AUM? Then your percentage, if we can get it from you, would be better for us to.
Right.
Hi, this is Shivendra from Ujjivan Small Finance Bank. I have two queries. First is related to the.
I think let's wait for reply from Nareshji for the question raised to him.
Oh,
क्या query था? AUM का?
Nareshji, question is कि अगर मान लीजिए एक MFI को 20% जो दिया है, स्टेट बैंक भी 20% दे सकता है, कैनरा बैंक भी 20% दे सकता है क्या?
नहीं सर, ऐसा नहीं है सर.
सर ऐसे नहीं. 20% सब MLIs का मिला के.
Including all.
Yes.
Possible ही नहीं रहेगा पूरा exhaust करना. Then it's that is not possible to exhaust.
Because this guarantee fund during the 3 months time.
सर इसमें क्या था? देखो क्या
How many sanctions you will have to do for reaching the 30,000, 20,000?
तो इसमें क्या था, जो 20% ऑफ AUM जो है वो NBFC MFI का AUM है, और उसकी भी मान लीजिए किसी और फिर फर्दर कैपिंग है उसके अंदर 100 crore फॉर स्मॉल, 200 फॉर मीडियम, एंड दैट इज मैक्सिमम सर।
स्मॉल के केस में 100 करोड़ सर।
So नरेश जी, what do you
सर
mean?
जस्ट
उसमें
हेलो
और एक चीज है जो एक कोलीग ने किया, मतलब they have asked about this AUM. What do we mean by AUM? Is it like own book or like including everything?
No, I am requesting to bankers this. So they have, so they are the
AUM
best.
means,
Yes.
sir, as I know, AUM means own books or
Everything.
BC books. Whatever we are managing,
Hmm.
whatever we are managing by MFI, that
Hmm.
will be included.
Yes,
It is
AUM means
asset
that
under
one, but in
management.
this case, what exactly is it?
Here
To be good
also
to know.
mention the AUM also.
Sir, we are
So AUM definition is same.
Sivendra, you wanted to ask something?
Banker.
Yes.
Notice,
Hello.
My suggestion to Naresh ji and Sabal is that let's prepare a FAQ.
Notice, sir.
No, sir. So here that FAQ we will be announcing shortly, that we have shared with the Ministry of Finance. We are waiting their clearance. जैसे आएगा हम कर देंगे फटाफट सर।
नरेश सर,
या
नरेश सर,
यस यस बोलिए
सर बोल रहा है जो हमारा जो सपोज हमारा 80 करोड़ बुक है ओन बुक्स, ठीक है ना, सर्विटिया माइक्रो फाइनेंस कलकत्ता, तो हमारा जो हम सपोज एसबीआई हमको 16 करोड़ दे दिया है 20%, तो हम दूसरे बैंक से अप्लाई कर सकते हैं ना नहीं कर सकते?
नहीं कर सकते सर, नहीं कर सकते।
ऑल बैंक से हम 16 करोड़ मैक्स से उठा सकते हैं?
20% फ्रॉम ऑल बैंक्स, यस 20%।
और सर इधर पोर्टफोलियो जो होगा वो सर नरेश सर, पोर्टफोलियो मींस है, AUM मींस है क्या आपका
ओन बुक्स और बीसी बुक्स मिलन के ना ओनली ओन बुक्स होगा?
सर देखिए सर, ये जो चीजें हैं ये बैंक लेवल की बातें हैं, ये कि सारी आई कैन नॉट टेल सर। बेसिकली क्या था AUM का, सो दैट ऑलरेडी आप डिस्कस आप सुना सर, जो 20% कैप है दिस इज पर NBFC MFI 20% cap से, so banks cannot exceed that cap.
Okay. Sir, this is Kavya from Caledonian Capital. I have a question on the applicability itself. We are an NBFC and we are lending to NBFC MFIs and MFIs. Are we covered under this scheme?
No, ma'am. No.
Only banks are allowed?
Yes. So guidelines are very clear, ma'am. Guidelines are very clear. NBFC, MFI, oblique MFIs. That's all.
No, the question is who can be MLI? Can MLI be other than
MLI
bank
only
also?
banks and AIFI. Scheduled bank. Any scheduled bank means foreign bank, private bank, to bank, cooperative, RRBs, not NBFCs.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah, this is Shivendra
Shivendra
from
is
Ujjivan.
waiting for some time.
Yeah.
Sir, I am from KBS Bank. I have one question.
Yeah, ma'am, please.
Yeah, so we are.
I mean,
just small
Can
question.
you please wait for a while?
Madam Shivendra ji has been
Because
waiting
Shivendra
for a
is
while.
waiting for, he was trying for a long time. Shivendra, please carry on. Then please, ma'am, you come.
Okay, thank you. So I have two queries. First is regarding the interest rate capping. So being a small finance bank, which is true for us and maybe true for some other SFBs also, that the MCLR for SFBs is relatively higher. And the external benchmark which we are using and maybe some other maybe also using will be repo. So if we have to cap it either ways, so either it is too low or too high, because 5.25% plus 2% comes around 7.25% if it is to be mapped to external benchmark. And if we have to go by MCLR, so for example, Ujjivan MCLR will be in the range of 12 to 13%, which could be true for some other SFBs also. So that is one question how regarding the capping. And secondly, there is a condition on the rate of interest to be lower by 1% of the average lending of last 6 months. So when we have to calculate, is it the average lending of the entire NBFC MFI book, or is it because the rate of interest varies between a larger MFI and lending to a smaller MFI? So what should be that average be when calculating that average?
Sir, with regard to your first question, that we have to follow the guidelines, sir. So guidelines are very clear that MCLR plus 2%, sir. So big, right?
So if that would be the case, it would be very difficult to actually lend to a smaller MFI because then the rate will be too low for any SFB probably to lend at around 7% or so.
सर इसमें तो मैं क्या कमेंट करूं बताओ सर. But these are the government guidelines we have to follow, sir.
Okay.
That is the reason 75% guarantee is offered so that you
Ah,
can charge a
right.
lower rate of interest. Otherwise, I mean, if you will take higher rate of interest as well as you will keep the government guarantee, then there is no point in having government guarantee.
Yes, that
Just
is
to add to Shivendra's point, see, 7.25 is too low. We are totally in sync with what you're suggesting, that rate should be lower, but it has to be obviously much above the cost of fund of bank. So if there is some absolute value which is in mind, that is a better option, or the EBLR spread should be higher actually. Otherwise, it will not work for
option is also
SFBs.
given there. MCLR option is also given there. You can link the 2% with EBLR or 1 year MCLR.
My just suggestion was that if we are, it is a point from SFB, and I'm sure there will be other MLIs. It can be EBLR plus slightly
Yeah,
higher
but
spread, maybe, so that end lend
yeah,
rate
but
is around 10.
they have also given 1 year MCLR also given in circular.
That is
Point
very high, sir.
number
So that will be
52.
very high, and
Yeah,
MLIs.
but that is the
1 year
maximum cap.
MCLR,
Na?
1 year
The
MCLR plus
maximum rate.
2%, I think is a good
No,
rate.
no, and
1
you
year
can't
MCLR plus
lend
2%,
below
very good rate.
MCLR. So MCLR itself is very high. So that will not work. So EBLR spread will be a better option if we can represent it.
No. But what they have capped EBRR or 1 year MCLR plus 2%. You can use benchmark as EBLR or 1 year MCLR.
So just to
Both are
explain,
available. No?
EBLR is repo, which is very low, and MCLR for SFBs are very high. So even if we lend at MCLR, we can't lend below MCLR. The MCLR itself is on higher side. That's why
But
for
who's saying? But I don't think there is any provision which states that you will have to lend below MCLR. You can link
No,
1 year
that
1 year MCLR plus 2%, I think.
means MCLR is the minimum rate at which bank can lend, not below that. That's the thing.
But
No,
nobody is
so,
asking. Circular is also not asking for
so my
lending
request,
below 1 year MCLR. It is
my
1 year
request
MCLR
to,
plus 2%.
so my request to all stakeholders, so that here there is
Kindly
no
unmute,
question of
sir.
decision making. I'm requesting that other stakeholder please that raise some relevant question, please. That so because here we cannot take decision, right?
So, Naresh, are you coming up with the FAQ?
We can clarify, please. Yes.
Yeah, Naresh sir, this is Ravinder from
Okay.
SDC. I have two questions. So on the requirement of the board resolution, because for the previous scheme, the boards of the banks have already passed the resolution. Will the same resolution holds good? Again, we need to go back to our board for the special new resolution?
Yes, sir.
Second question is on the security, sir, because we are covering our exposure is covered by 70% guarantee. For the balance 30%, can we have some additional security?
It depends on you, sir. But guarantee cover will be available only on uncovered portion only.
Okay.
Right?
Our colleague from KBS, was trying to ask question. One thing, KBS from KBS, if you can ask your question, you were
Yes.
asking it. We had. Please carry on.
Yes, sir. Thank
Then
you, sir.
Nitin, you will ask.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to all. Sir, like as you know, KBS Bank is a lab, so it's a local area bank. Are we eligible to become an MLI? I just have other questions.
You are a scheduled commercial bank, ma'am?
Sir, we are a commercial bank, but we covered under non-scheduled, sir. We are not scheduled.
Then no, ma'am, please. Yes. So these are only scheduled commercial banks. Scheme is applicable to all scheduled commercial banks and AIF.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Varghese.
So Naresh, I think.
Can I ask a question, sir?
Can security be taken? Normally, these loans are secured. So I hope that there's no embargo.
Sir. Lenders can take the security, but guarantee cover will be available only on uncovered portion.
Naresh, here only I have a question. I'm from IDBI Bank.
Yes,
uncovered portion of 70 means whatever uncovered, out of that 70% coverage you are giving for high customer and
No,
low
but that
customer, it
whatever
is up to 80%.
no,
But
whatever security amount is there, sir, security
let me
value
come.
will so minus from that.
No. I just want to have a question. You please listen. Like 100 rupees I have given. Out of 100 rupees, 80 for the small cases, 80% will be covered. Out of 100 means whatever is unsecured portion of that 80% is covered, or
Default.
80% I can get cover and 20 remaining 20 I can get the security.
No.
No, that can't be.
That
That
was the
can't be. How
question
can
from
it be?
HDFC, sir.
No, sir. No. So not like that, sir.
Yeah, I understand. I understand the
see,
knowledge.
Sir,
Yeah, but
what,
एक मिनट
Naresh, I'll
sir,
just repeat the
very
last
last
sentence of
question.
the
एक
on the
मिनट
same.
I am requesting to all stakeholder, please raise question one by one, please. So should
Naresh,
be
on the same
confusion.
point,
Yeah.
this is Ankush from Aviral. The circular says, I'll just read the last sentence of that paragraph. To small MFI of the amount in default for a maximum period of 3 years. This is the guarantee amount. That is says 80% of the amount in default. So howsoever security they may take, the coverage is only to the portion of 80% of the amount in default.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes, sir. So that security or no security, ultimately the guarantee cover would be 80% of the amount in default.
Exactly.
So nobody would know what would be the secured portion and what would not be the unsecured portion.
what happens is that in general, you sanction like MLA sanction for NBFCs, they have the book debt generally. They have the primary security is a book debt. That it will always be there. Now, suppose you have sanctioned for 1.10 or 1.25 based on your margin, that primary security will always be there. So that is okay. But what we are considering is collateral security. If you are taking any collateral security, then that security needs to be squared up. Suppose what is that? Suppose the outstanding is 100 or 90. So it is for a small borrower. So it is 80% of 90. If only primary security is there. But if collateral
Again,
security,
sir, Asit sir, the
Yeah.
circular says 80% of the amount in default, not the entire amount. So my default amount is say only 10 rupees. So 10 ka 80% would be 8 rupees. 8 rupees would
Yes.
be the guarantee amount.
Yes. True.
So, sir, I have a
cannot do-
question. As per last experience, we thought, seen that banker are asking additional security, additional FLDG. In the state of FLDG, automatic cover 75% that time, but banker are asking additional 10% FLDG. This time, can they ask additional FLDG?
They can ask, it is up to their assessment. Yeah.
Okay, so some of the bank last time, some of the bank asked, some of the bank not asked. Somebody has given 10 crore without any FLDG, somebody has given 5 crore with the FLDG, additional 10% FLDG. It depends on the bank, not in circular.
Sir, we are coming on this one. So we are putting this in our FAQ also. Okay. ये वाला part, yes.
Naresh, one more query. Just one minute.
Amol, please.
Yeah, good afternoon. I have one query. See, because here the loans are originated from my disbursement and these particular loans are guaranteed. My query is, if some part of the loan, say I gave 100 crore loan, 100 crore underlying loans are originated out of that. And if say MFI has got some prepayment in that those loans, then whether that prepayment should come to me and I should reduce my principal to that extent, irrespective of my repayment schedule. How is it?
Yes, naturally, now payment will come to you only. See, what happens is when we come into picture, in case of default, once account is default, we'll ask for your ledger that what balance you are having. Suppose you have lent 100 crore and there's a prepayment of 20, so 80 is left, and after that it got default only, nothing left is there. So your amount in default will be 80. Na? So on that we'll be settling the claims. You understand? No? That's the way it is.
Any other question?
Jadip, you want to ask something?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Yeah, Jodip ji, yeah.
Sorry, it's already afternoon, sir. I just had a question that there is a particular ratio in which we are supposed to, the MLI is supposed to lend to small, medium, and large entities. Now, suppose an MLI is actually lending the first amount to a large NBFC MFI. How would NCGTC ensure that the rest of the ratios are also maintained? So naturally, they would have to now then lend to a medium and small MFI in that ratio. So would GTC be computing and calculating and maintaining the ratio and putting some sort of control on the or exercising some control on the lender? That's the question that we have. I have.
This is up to MLA. No? See, they have to sanction in such a way that 5% minimum goes to small and 10% minimum is for medium.
Yeah, so basically, since the scheme time is really low, so it might so happen that those ratios get a bit distorted. So how does one?
At our end, it is very difficult. It will always come at the end. You understand now? Once I have to collate, then only it can. So that is what is requested in the operational guidelines circular as
Yeah,
well.
so the idea of the scheme, as I understand, was to actually see to it that everybody gets a share.
Yes.
So there is a scope of that not happening. I mean, somewhere I have a feeling.
See, the idea, I don't know, it is more inclined towards small and medium to get more and more so that they can move into the sections. If that happens, then more or less the ratio will always be maintained. So that is up to MLA. They have to think it out.
Okay.
I have a small query.
Yes,
I have a
Saibal.
small question. Saibal, can I ask?
Yeah, please do.
As per the scheme, bureau reports we have to be collect from the quarterly bureau reports we have to collect from the customer, any borrower. Like I'm a banker, I'm lending to NBFC. So it is to be collected every quarter, or at the time of sanction only we have to collect the bureau reports from the borrower.
Yeah.
See, this is in case of any incremental portion as well. Means suppose you have sanctioned something at the time you are in the bureau report. Now you are disbursing, suppose in the next quarter. So next quarter, the incremental lending you are disbursing, you have to give a bureau report for that as well. So basically, it is for disbursement as well. Yes.
Okay, please add this into the FAQ, sir, because last time when we are claiming for the that was a query from your end.
No, we did ask only for the CB report at the time of sanction, and that only we asked. You might be knowing. So that's the way it was.
Because throughout the year it's difficult to collect from the company for all the bureau reports and quarterly. So
No.
that should be the part of FAQ. So
at the time of sanction, and again, if the disbursement is for any incremental lending that you are doing, at that time only it is written. So it's that only.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, please, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Amit from Indian Overseas Bank. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible, Amit.
Yes.
Sir, only few things, sir. One is that there is no bar on a personal guarantee. If we take, it will not hinder in claiming under this scheme, no, sir.
No, there is no bar for guarantee as well or for collateral. But what happens is that you have to do this exposure. This will get reduced out of the security that you are taking. For on-cover personally, we have to take the
Personal guarantee is also being taken as security, sir. Here, you will take that as security.
Yes, so that's why I'm saying that personal guarantee for promoter, so it's okay. Any third party guarantee will be taken.
No, not third party. Promoter guarantee only we will take, sir.
That's okay.
Okay, that can be taken.
Yes.
Okay, and that will not be considered as security, sir.
No.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Another thing, sir, FAQs as all we are talking about, I just want to say, sir, few things. FAQ, it should be there's a rating. FAQ, it can be explained that there is no minimum rating for considering the loan. Second, there can be a that yes, sir. Sir, and second thing, we can say maximum moratorium period of 1 year in place of 1 year. That creates confusion whether we have to give necessarily 1 year. So we can say maximum moratorium period of 1 year, and AUMs are own book, and 20% cap on each MFI. These four, 5 things we include in FAQ. It will help also.
Yeah, rightly pointed out.
Okay.
These are self-explanatory now.
Mr. Varghese. If
Hello,
you
good
want,
afternoon.
yep.
Hello, can you
Hello,
hear
yes,
me?
please. Yeah, please.
I understand that this guarantee scheme is extended to NBFC MFI, but at the same time, other NBFCs are allowed to give up to 25% of their loan outstanding under microfinance scheme. So, is there any possibility of including such loans also under the guarantee scheme?
Pardon, come again? Yeah.
So he is asking that if NBFCs can also be included.
No, so as of now, it's not there in the scheme.
At least to the extent their exposure.
No, basically the
Hardcore MFI
scheme,
exposure.
no, basically the scheme is for NBFC and MFIs, those who are classified as per the RBI guidelines. No? So this is
The other
for them.
NBFCs are also permitted by RBI to lend up to 25% of their loan in MFI sector. So I don't understand why this loan is excluded, because this guarantee is basically for microfinance loan. And the other NBFCs are also permitted to lend up to 25% of their portfolio in microfinance sector.
Yeah, Varghese ji, presently guidelines are applicable only for NBFC, MFI and MFI only.
Okay.
But I think it's a very valid point. The credit guarantee scheme is being given to support the MFI sector, to bring back confidence for financial inclusion. So even if it is an NBFC, as long as their MFI portfolio is in it, it's logical to cover it.
Okay.
Sir, I would
So
like to
Gaurav,
add one. More than 11% of industry's exposure is with NBFCs only. So it is around 30% of NBFC MFI exposure. So it's a significant portion at industry level. So idea should be to focus on end borrower and the sector as a whole, not on an entity specific. So we can put conditions that will be limited to SRO members, that will be limited to their MFI customers. So these kind of conditions should be there, but I think.
so Arun, if you want to ask anything, you have raised your hand.
Yeah, so my question is related to the draft undertaking, which is also released. So there is a para 5 which talks about the creation of security, that this particular facility will have second charge, and the MLI is required to create a charge before this account turn NPA. So just want the clarification on this point. Like, what does that mean?
Well, sir, this is a normal point that is for it's an undertaking for every scheme that is running with us. So this has already been vetted, and it's only the scheme name that is being changed. So it's another scheme, like you'll be having other schemes, no, like Mudra or startups, stand up, and all other schemes. Same that same point is there. It's a general point.
So that means the lenders will have second charge, not the first and exclusive charge on the book debt, but will have second charge, and we need to create charge by filing ROC. By filing that to ROC.
Yes, in other schemes, what you are doing, the same it will be done here. So it's a general term. Basically, what happens is that once it goes into default, so you'll be liable, that the primary security will be liable to us. No, see, it is up to you. I mean, it is at your discretion. Everything is there with you only. But if you say, no, we are the owner, once it is default, we are paying you the guarantee fees. So in that context, it is written, but it's up to ML. I know how they are doing it. The charge, everything will be with their end. Okay, that's the very common.
Yeah. Thank you. Sir.
One question, please. Myself, Magdum from Idea Financial Services. I am referring to Annexure 1 Operational Guidelines, point number 4, in which it is mentioned that the maximum amount of loan which can be sanctioned by MLIs to NBFC MFIs shall be capped at 20% of the AUM of respective MFIs, subject to maximum 100 crores for two small size. It means that each lender can go up to 20% of the AUM.
I think this question has already been asked, and
Right.
CEO of NCGT has said that it will be 20% of all lenders combined, all MLIs combined, 20%.
20% of the portfolio, 20% of the AUM. So institutional AUM,
So,
20% of the institutional AUM.
now, if you calculate the spirit of why this guarantee has been sanctioned is lost. If you calculate total amount, then all whatever 15% cap, 20% cap, that will not be achieved at all. The spirit of the guarantee is lost in this rule.
Probably an interpretation is necessary. I mean, to actually understand, because I don't know, most of the small MFIs are doing a BC, so their own AUM is slightly lower. So naturally, to cover up to 1,000 crores, which is about 5% of 20,000 crores, it will not be possible, I think. So, so I think it will be a request to actually revisit that point and get some more clarity, sir.
So Jaideep, you're telling that it's not only own book, it has to be own plus BC portfolio,
No,
right?
not just that. I'm not just saying that. So that is one point. The second point, obviously, is the one which was just raised, where it was stated that 20% is exposure per. I mean, the MLI exposure. It's not really the gross exposure. So per MLI exposure, for example, if you have an AUM of 100, then say suppose SBI lends to me 20, which is like 20% of my AUM. So each of the MFIs, each of the lending institutions can go up to 20% of the AUM. I'm surely they will know how much to give. But if you block it by saying that this is it, the total composite value is capped at 100, and that's fair. But composite value at 5% of AUM, sorry, 20% of AUM would be really low, isn't it?
Okay. So Naresh is also here, so he is taking the note of it. So he will
Sir, if they
work on it and
consider,
come back to us. So Vivek, you want to ask something?
if they link to the net worth, 50% or 40% of the net worth, the cap problem will be solved automatically. It's net worth. What is the problem in linking to the net worth? It is, after all, it's owned by the MFI, NBFC MFI. So whatever it's a debt equity ratio, we calculate based on the net worth. So 50% or 40% of the net worth, if they consider removing the cap of 20%, all this problem can be sorted out, sir. That is my suggestion.
Calculation they are not done.
Okay. So Vivek, you have raised your hand.
Yeah. So my question was on this fresh loan asset. So what is the definition of fresh loan asset mean? I mean, can say second cycle loan which is being used to net off a previous cycle loan qualify, top up loan qualify, emergency festival loan. So is there some clarification on that aspect? I just wanted to understand.
Yeah, Vivekji, if borrower is eligible, right, then only you will lend to him, na, or her.
Yes. But sir, like if he has a say what practice we observe, like an MFI first cycle loan, 30,000 may be outstanding, 20,000 may be outstanding, and second cycle loan is being given 60,000 and 20,000 is being netted off basically. So will that qualify as a fresh loan asset?
The statutory auditor certificate will also be given. Now, whether the statutory auditor will give.
Yeah, but what will
There's
we
no,
give? So like,
there's no restriction on
clarification.
prepayment of any amount, right? I mean, RBI says that you cannot charge any prepayment penalty, but you can prepay. So,
I mean,
so I guess,
technically the prepayment doesn't happen. I mean, we net it off, right? I mean, that's what we understand.
no, I don't know that. I mean, I don't think that's a practice.
Okay.
Yes,
And will this
Yeah.
emergency loan, festival loans also qualify as a fresh loan asset? I mean, that is also is considered. Okay.
I have a viewpoint, Saibal.
Yes, please.
See, now what happens, supposing this total MLI all put together, whatever is the cap. Now, there will be doubt in the minds of each banker. What if the loan application is pending with another bank? Whose sanction holds first? So then say you have to do declaration that I applied there, I have not got sanction there, and all that. So how will each of the MLI know that the application pending, and at the time of sanction, who sanctioned, how this 20% is ensured? So unless this is modified to suit as per MLI, implementation is practically difficult. Practically every bank will have a difficulty in assessing whether the loan they are going to sanction is within the limit. Where is the data on which they will decide?
Yeah, Krishna.
Okay, so we are almost exhausting our time. So Dharmesh, if
Saibal,
you
can I ask my own request, can I say?
yeah, please do it, and then Dharmesh.
Yeah, sure. As you know, the 20% of AUM, some of the smaller and medium MFI, last 1 year, they are very exhausted, fund, they did not get fund, and their AUM, particular loan fund has been going down. So for a
That's
small
also a
and
concern.
medium MFI, can it increase to 20% to 30% or 35% or whatever else? This is my request, because as you know, the bigger MFI also down their portfolio and the small MFI also down their portfolio. But now the smaller MFI, their portfolio is so minimum. So I think it should increase the percentage. Instead of 20%, it should 30% or 35% at least. Thank you.
Okay.
Then that is
So our colleagues from NCGTC, they are there. So definitely they will take it forward. And
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
and in the FAQ, they will be bringing us more clarity on the
Yes,
things,
sure.
what is what. Yes. And
Yeah.
Dharmesh, the last question from you.
Just one quick question, Saibal, from my side. So this is Dharmesh from Jigyasa Microfinance. My question is with respect to one clause which says a separate account is to be opened for credit facility extended to the eligible small borrower under the scheme. So does this talk about the disbursement, that we make to our customers to be done through a separate bank account? Or this is for the bank who are lending us, finance under this scheme? So that disbursement has to be done in a separate bank account. Which account is this, being referred to here? Is my question.
For the small borrowers, no, NBFC MFIs.
Yeah, so small borrowers here, sir, there are MFIs as well who are being referred to as small, MFIs. So there's slight confusion that I had here. I thought I'd be better to ask.
I got it. Actually, if you see now, bank will also give a separate account. Yes.
Can I answer for this question?
Yeah.
See, normally lending rate is different. Say 24 or 23 like that. Under the scheme, 1% less. Automatically, those accounts will be separate when you spell out veterans. Why you are bothered about the bank or this and that? In your own book, there will be two types of interest. One will be regular, another will be credit guarantee scheme. That's all.
Yeah, that's if this is being referred to, disbursements to be done through a separate bank account, that's my concern that it would lead to, unnecessary burden of compliance.
Disbursement will be from the same account. I think this is already but your account number will be having a different interest rate. That will be easy for you to take out those accounts separately. That's all.
I think this has already been clarified by Mr. Naresh. It is not referring to bank account. It is talking about a loan account only.
Exactly. Yes. You're right. Yes. So that, Saibalji. So my request to all scheduled commercial bank is that please take the membership, submit the document, because time is very limited, right? So I'm requesting to all scheduled commercial banks, please take the membership. Yes.
Dr. Saibal, is there a time for one last question?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, good
I mean,
afternoon.
Mr. Naresh has already
Please,
requested
please.
all
Yeah,
the banks,
I
but
know.
we can
I'll
always
just,
take it. Please,
I'll
please
just
carry
take
on.
a second. Sorry for
No, no, it's
sorry,
fine.
sir.
It's fine. Please do.
Please, sir, please. Please, sir. Yes.
Nareshji, my question is, this is applicable for NBFC MFI / MFI. So what are the entities which are covered in MFI is my question.
It's like society, trust, all those cooperatives are
Yes,
coming in
yes.
it or not?
Companies, trust, societies, maybe. Yes.
Section 8 MFIs are covered under MFIs.
Yeah. Yes.
So only one point will bring a little paradox because it is required to take credit bureau report after every disbursement, whereas these MFIs do not have access to CIC. So how will that point be taken care of?
I think, sir,
The
that
credit
clause
report will be given by MLI, na? The MLI at the time of
Yeah,
disbursement.
correct.
Yes.
But the disbursement by the MFIs will not be uploaded in the CICs.
It's a good question.
No, the MLI will disburse to the NBFC MFI. So they will be reporting it to the bureau, no? They have done the.
No, I'm talking about customer disbursement.
No, that is not we are asking, no? The civil bureau report that we are asking is of the NBFC MFI, no? Yes.
So that's the
For
corporate civil
NBFC.
that they are talking about.
Yes,
Corporate credit
yes.
that they are talking
Yes.
about, not the individual credit
No.
report of the borrower, I guess.
Yes.
Yes.
It is not about the individual borrowers.
No. Borrows will be lakhs and lakhs of. It's not. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Any other question,
Anybody else? Otherwise,
question. Can you share the spoke details? Suppose in case if there is still unanswered questions are there, whom we can contact at NCGTC, the number and email
it is
ID.
mentioned, sir. That mail ID we have given, sir. So we will act very fast.
Nareshji, I have a small query. Is there any financial benchmark for this scheme, or bank can have their own financial benchmark for
Their own balance.
credit consultant?
It depends on
up to the
MLI.
bank.
Yes.
Nareshji, this is
Yes.
Ajay Kapoor from Sa-Dhan. My request is, 20% to 30% may not be possible once the scheme is notified.
Exactly. Yes.
But since the notification is silent on 20% being, total per MLI, so my request is to look at, this feedback, and if it is possible, make it 20% per MLI. That may be within your means, I think. Just examine.
Yes, Nareshji, this will be really helpful.
But no commitment. Okay, let's review that, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very
you.
much for participating. Thank you, Nareshji, and your
Thank you,
team
sir. Thank you.
to be
Thank you
here
so
to
much.
give us clarification. We will be looking forward for the FAQs, and I'm quite sure that the discussion happened here and couple of suggestions came here. You will be taking it forward for next level of assessment. It would be helpful for us. We organize this one to have a kind of interaction between you and the sector, and also sector includes bank and everyone, and government representative is also here. So to have a kind of interaction and give larger understanding from both of the sides, from the supply side, from the demand side. I think it would be good if we are getting this FAQ soon as possible, including what we have requested. It would be helpful. So thank you all. Thank you participants. Thank you member. Thank you banks for here. Thank you government representative to be here. And definitely thank you above all. Thank you NCGTC for giving us this presentation and clarifying a lot of areas which were not that clear for us. Thank you.
so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Saibal sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Saibal. I think we need also to talk to ministry.
Jesus, Saibal, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Salim.
much.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much. Bye.
Thank you, team.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.